You know that feeling when it's Thursday night, you check your bank balance, and your stomach drops faster than a bucket of nails off a scaffold. You got payroll due Friday, a sub breathing down your neck, and somehow that profitable job you finished last month left you broker than when you started. Welcome to construction's dirty little secret. Your cash flow problem isn't a spreadsheet problem, it's a rules problem. I'm Wade Carpenter, CPA, and I've spent 30 years watching good contractors with profitable jobs go broke because nobody ever taught them how money should actually move through a construction company. Here's what's really happening: you're financing your clients' projects out of your own pocket. You pay subs in 15 days, crews every Friday, suppliers on delivery, but clients, they take 45 to 60 days if you're lucky, and retainage, that's locked up for 6 months to a year, if ever. So you're floating 60K to 80K per $100,000 job. Do that across 3 active projects, and you're carrying $200,000 in client financing while trying to make Friday payroll. The math don't work, and no amount of willpower or better budgets will fix it. Most contractors run everything through one checking account. Job money, overhead money, tax money, profit, it all goes in the same pot. Then every week you play financial whack-a-mole, moving money to whoever's hollering the loudest. That's not a business system. That's a recipe for bankruptcy with extra steps. Here's a construction analogy. Imagine trying to run plumbing, electrical, and HVAC through the same chase without any separation. When something goes wrong, and it always does, you can tell which system failed. You're just standing there with water, sparks, and no heat, wondering what the hell happened. Your bank account works the same way. When everything flows through one pipe, you can't see where the leaks are until you're already flooded. Profit First for commercial construction fixes this by doing what you do on any good job site: separate the systems. Instead of one big checking account where every dollar gets mixed together like ingredients in a questionable stew, you separate money by purpose the second it arrives. And here's the beautiful part: you're not relying on willpower or discipline when you're exhausted at 9 p.m. on Thursday. The accounts themselves become the rules. Let me walk you through the account architecture, and I promise you, this is simpler than reading a set of blueprints. First, JobEx is job expenses only. This account holds nothing but direct job costs: subs, materials, job site labor, equipment rentals, permits, bonds. That's it. When your overheads start screaming for money, it can't touch JobEx because it's physically separated. This one account will tell you more about your real margins than any fancy report ever could. If JobEx is consistently tight, your pricing is off. If it's flush, you know you're actually making money building, not just staying busy. Second, your OpEx, or operating expenses. Everything else goes here. But here's the kicker that most contractors miss: OpEx includes cash outflows that never show up on your profit and loss statement, like your truck payment. Most contractors think they got plenty for overhead until they remember Tuesday note payment is due. Third, owner's compensation. You're not running a charity. This gets funded on the same schedule as your crew's payroll, non negotiable. You stop being the bank of last resort for your own business. Fourth, payroll account. It gets funded weekly or biweekly, so there's never a question about Friday. Your people show up, work hard, and deserve to get paid on time every time. When this account is loaded before Thursday night, you sleep better. Fifth, profit. Goes into its own account and gets distributed quarterly. But here's where PFCC gets construction smart. You align those distributions with project milestones. Wait until substantial completion or retainage release before you celebrate with a profit check. Don't spend money that isn't really yours yet. Sixth, your tax account at a separate bank. Not a separate account, a whole different bank. This keeps you from borrowing tax money when payroll gets tight, which is about as smart as using gasoline to put out a fire. Let me show you how this works in practice with some back of the napkin math. Let's say a $50,000 progress payment hits your account on Monday. Tuesday is allocation day. You move money like clockwork. Profit, 10%, $5,000 goes to profit account. Tax, 15%, $7,500 goes to that separate bank. Owner's comp, $2,000 for the week. Payroll, $8,000 loaded for Friday. JobEx, 60% of that, $22,500 for this week's subs and materials. OpEx, $3,500 for overhead. CapEx, $1,500 for equipment reserves. Notice what just happened. You didn't make a single decision based on how you felt or who was calling. The percentages made the decisions for you. Friday payroll is already covered on Tuesday. Taxes are protected at another bank. Profit is set aside before you can spend it on something urgent. Wednesday, your window supplier needs payment for that custom order. You pay the exact amount from the JobEx account. Clean, traceable, simple. Friday, payroll clears smooth as silk. Subs get paid right on schedule. No drama, no panic, no borrowing from next week. Let me give you the straight truth about why this system works when everything else fails. It eliminates cross-subsidizing. When your JobEx only covers direct job costs, you can see your real gross margin in real time. No more discovering 6 months later that overhead borrowed from job profits and killed your margins. It makes payroll bulletproof. Your people get paid no matter what else is happening. That's not just good business, that's good character. It protects non-negotiables. Profit, taxes, and your pay stop being optional because they're moved at the source. The separate bank for taxes adds friction that kills bad impulse decisions when Thursday pressure hits. This is like installing proper footings before you pour the slab. You can skip that step and save time up front, but eventually the whole structure is going to crack and settle. These accounts are your financial footings. They hold everything up when pressure comes, and pressure always comes. Your accounts become your dashboard. Here's where this gets really powerful, and this is something your CPA probably never told you. Your JobEx and OpEx percentages become real-time feedback on how your business is actually running. If JobEx is always starved, your pricing is off, or your scope control is looser than a goose. You need to raise your bids or tighten your purchasing. If OpEx is draining faster than you can fill it, your overhead is bloated, or your debt service is choking you. Time to right-size operations or renegotiate those payments. Your profit balance becomes your early warning system for seasonality and backlog coverage. It's not growing. You're either underpricing, overspending, or both. You're not waiting for quarterly reports to tell you what you should already know. Your bank accounts are talking to you every single day. You just need to set them up so you can hear them clearly. Look, every day you delay implementing a system like this, you're choosing to finance your business with your own capital instead of your client's money. That's not generous, that's foolish. You didn't get in construction to be a bank. You got in to build things, employ good people, and make a profit doing work that matters. The book is called Profit First for Commercial Construction, and it lays out everything I just explained in detail. The percentages to start with, how to handle retainage, deposits, CapEx planning, all of it. It's on Amazon, and honestly, it's the cheapest insurance you'll ever buy for your business. If you want to go deeper and get hands-on help implementing this in your specific business, visit profitfirstconstruction.com and schedule a call with our team. We specialize in helping contractors like you stop the cash chaos and start building real wealth. Your bank accounts are either working for you or against you. There ain't no middle ground. The choice is yours. Keep playing financial whack-a-mole with one big account or set up a system that makes the right decisions automatic. I'm Wade Carpenter. Stop financing everyone else's problems and start protecting what matters: your people, your profit, and your peace of mind.